Please bear with me. Public speaking doesn't come easy for me. Poppy taught me to not spit in public.
You can see why he's choked up.
He taught me to look before I back out of the driveway, that too much cologne is a thing, and that I smelled like a French whore. Terrible jokes still get a laugh. Poppy was authentic. He taught me to be an artist, to keep making things. He taught me to show up to things, to be there for people, and to be confident in what I do and who I am. He's touched so many people through his authenticity, creativity, and humility, and his spirit will carry on through us all. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, I'd like to call the remainder of Poppy's grandkids up. That was one. Here come the rest.
We all know how Poppy entered a room.
Hiya.
Come on, that wasn't a good one.
The only thing more reliable than Poppy showing up for your sporting event is a poorly timed Poppy joke. Most of the time unexpected, but always when you didn't know you needed it. Poppy had a way of lighting up a room or painting it. Even into our adulthood, you couldn't help but smile when he came in because we were just back to being a kid again. Tradition and family became something that Poppy had created, not that was given. Having his late mother pass early in his childhood, in his adulthood, he created a longevity of family tradition, importance, and unity.
While most of us are not religiously Jewish, we all celebrated Passover because of Poppy. Not out of obligation, but out of love for the traditions Poppy shared with us. He would print each of us a copy of narratives, lines, and the story of Passover for us. I would always imagine him working at his computer for weeks, making it so special for us. And the best part was matzah time, finding it, and later hiding it for all the cousins.
He wanted to know everything that was going on in our lives. The good, the bad, the exciting, the stressful, all of it. He cared so much about the people that we were becoming. He listened, he asked questions, he remembered all of the details, and he made every single one of us always feel important.
Poppy, he would come to all my sporting events. Not many people would show up. My mom and dad obviously were always there, but he was the one person that would always be there. I remember pretty vividly one game, one basketball game, I think I didn't make a single shot. I think I was 0 for 13. Probably one of my worst games ever. And he comes up to me after everything. I'm hugging him and thank you for coming. He looks at me and he goes, "You played amazing today." And I think he meant it. I was like, I don't know what game he's watching, but yeah, I wish I was able to tell him that. I wish I was able to tell him how much that meant to me.
He knows. Poppy was the most humble man. As many of you know, if you praised him for anything, for his creativity, his intelligence, or work ethic, he would automatically be like, no, absolutely not. But my dad had written him a letter about a year ago, just kind of saying how much of an inspiration he is to him and how kind of proud he is to have had him in his life and how good of a man he is. And he kind of looked at me teary-eyed because I read it to him, and he had said, I didn't think that people thought that of me, but we all did. So he's humble to a fault, but not when it came to his grandkids, as the story goes. His grandkids, on the other hand, he would go to bat for and made sure that everybody in the room knew how great we all were. People say you die twice, once in the physical and once a bit later on when someone says your name for the last time. I don't see that happening in my lifetime. We have a million stories of Poppy that we'll continue to tell.
And not just that, Poppy lives on every day through all of his kids and his grandkids. We are all branches off of the same poppy tree, and through his character traits, creativity, things that were mentioned, creativity, his sense of humor, his kindness, and of course his temperament.
Speaking of temperament,
Another story.
got a good one for you guys this time. So it was me, Derek, and Poppy. He decided one day he was going to take us to McDonald's.
Oh no.
So we get in the car, we drive over to McDonald's, we're going through the drive-thru, and I think there might have been a little bit of a language barrier between the person that was talking in the microphone and him. So we couldn't really understand what she was saying, and I'm relaying my order to Derek, and then Derek's relaying my order to Poppy, and then Poppy's trying to tell the person, but there's a language barrier between everyone, and then I decide, I want a 10-piece chicken nugget, but then, wait, no, I want a 20. So Derek's relaying that back to him, and I think he just got a little overwhelmed. And while that's going on, he freaked out a little bit. He's like, no, we're not gonna eat anymore. We're just not gonna eat. And he goes to back up, and there's a person behind. And then he honks, because the person behind starts driving up thinking that he left, thinking that he's going forward. And then the person behind him beeps. And now Poppy's mad, so he's screaming at the guy behind him, what are you, crazy? I look back, because I'm in the back seat. Turns out it's my dad's best friend.
And despite all of that, despite his temperament that has been passed down hereditarily to my father and most certainly to me, he was able to maintain his sobriety, which has been an incredible inspiration for me. He did it with so much grace. He carried his cross, and he even helped others carry their cross as well. So he will continue to be an inspiration to me for the rest of my life.
We are lucky enough to hold onto a little bit of Poppy in every dad joke, every hiya, and all of our memories, and more importantly, the foundation that he created for our family